Hello. My name is Quentin at home, obviously from the YouTube channel. I didn't really know how to start this video off, but today is April 21st, which 2 years ago on today's date, I was going to end my life. I made a video last year when it was the 1 year anniversary talking about how I had changed since then, and I think there's a bigger change in myself from that 1 year ago video to today's date than there was from that video from when I was going to. I don't know if I'm going to keep that video on my channel. I think I did a very poor job on it, audio quality wise, and just the way I spoke in that video. I'm more relaxed in this one than I think I really was in that one. In case you haven't seen it, I used the instrumental to I Thought About Killing You by Kanye West. I made an instrumental version with used a piano simulator, whatever, online or whatever. The instrumental of this one actually was a song I recorded called 9426 Garage Tape on Bandcamp under Quentin at Home, but not sponsored by myself, of course. In case you haven't watched that video, I just talked about what had made me want to kill myself, which was me simping over a girl, admittedly, and being heads over heels for her. And I simply didn't know how to handle it myself, and it was that, additionally, plus the fact that the one friend I had made at that school, because I was really introverted at the time, which obviously is different now. The one friend I had made bullied me into the point of no longer wanting to live. So I kind of just, I think I'm going to make a video every year. But this video, I wanted to focus less on that part and more how I've changed since not only April 21st, 2024, when I was in 6th grade, but also how much I've changed since 7th grade. Because, I don't know if I mentioned in the video, I didn't look at the script at all for the other video. Because, when I wrote, I didn't write much for the script. Matter of fact, for the script that I'm reading from right now, it has 26 total words, if I'm being honest. The other one, I think I had 300 words, maybe 500 or whatever. I think it took up 1 page of notes or whatever to help me just say what was on my mind. And also, I had done a bunch of outtakes and stuff or whatever. This one's one take. If I mess up, oh well. So, I don't know if I mentioned it. I went on a weird tangent there. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last one that I was changing schools from that school district. And it's just really helped me. I'm going to a much better school now because not only do they focused on applicants with more diversity, and not diversity as in race diversity, more just diversity in personality and just upbringings and stuff, if that makes sense. Just more diversity of minds. They focus on diversity of the mind rather than physically. And, of course, having more diversity in a school is better because it means that people are more accepting of differences. Because instead of me being the one odd out, everyone's the odd out. So, yeah, knowing that I was moving schools really helped me. I already was becoming more extroverted because I kind of had to be extroverted to adapt to that school because introverts were bullied and I didn't belong with everyone. But now I'm an extrovert, not because I'm bullied into being an extrovert, but because I want to be. I like talking to people, which I realized maybe I wouldn't have been an introvert in 6th grade if I had liked the people I was around. Sorry, this part's a little chaotic. So, yeah, changing to a new school, like, helped me be a better person. In general, being able to talk to people different than me made me more social, made me more political. Definitely made me more political. I mean, I would not have been as political at my old school as I am now, and I'm more accepting of like who I am, I guess. Cause like I don't know how exactly I'm like this like flow. But it's just a better school, and I found my mental health overall increasing after moving schools. I have had a few difficulties with mental health since then, but what really has helped me was realizing I have seasonal affective disorder, because I didn't know in 6th grade or 7th grade that I had seasonal affective disorder, which I really wish I had known earlier, because it could have helped me in 6th grade most likely if I had been diagnosed with seasonal affective disorder and I was able to be put on medication sooner. So, and just overall, since going to my new school, I've had some like, mainly self-harming thoughts, not really suicidal thoughts, really. They're not suicidal thoughts at all, really just self-harm. But it does help because I know I can be more open about it than I was able to, and I have the resources to talk about it with people more, which I didn't have those resources when I was going to my previous school. Wow, I forgot how chaotic this piano piece is. But yeah, the one time that I'd like struggled was actually not too long ago, because I'm in a relationship right now, and my relationship was not being respected by one of my friends, and it was like dividing my friend group or whatever, which was not very good for my health. But they eventually realized they were in the wrong, and they apologized, so now it's all good. That was rough, but besides then, my mental health has been pretty stable, or even if I had like some self-harm, it wasn't like frequent enough to really be a problem. And also I had people to talk about it with, so yeah. I have been very busy with music since 7th grade, and I had been finding a home in music. I've always had music in my heart, but I mean, since 7th grade, I did release a Sonic Cauldron, which now I'm retired from Sonic Cauldron. I don't know if I made a post about that. I don't think I'll continue Sonic Cauldron stuff anymore. I've been posting avant-garde free improvisational piano pieces, which is just one of them. I have 8 of them out on Bandcamp right now. Don't buy anything from my Bandcamp though, the PayPal's not set up. I made a comedy rapper called Croy9 that I can just goof off, which, sometimes we just need to be goofy and just be like really stupid and funny. So I also have Croy9 stuff out. I think on my Bandcamp you can find Croy9 stuff. Also just YouTube, there's a different YouTube channel, Croy9. I did post the first album on this YouTube channel, and then I decided I would rather have a separate channel than bombarding my channel with Croy9. And what else? I've been playing a lot of piano. In general, not even just that. I've had 2 performances at my school. I had 1 solo performance of piano and me on vocals singing Careless Whisper. And then for this talent show like thing, except not competitive, I played drum kit for a music club is the name of it or whatever. We played Disco by Surf Girl. Universe, which I had to learn in a few days because I didn't know the song at all. So that was kind of fun, I guess. And I'm currently, there's another small non-competitive. The other one wasn't small. This one's small. A small of just my grade. A little non-competitive talent show or whatever that I might be playing at. Though if we don't have a lot of acts, that might not happen. I guess sorry that I've not focused this video that much on mental health. I mean, I feel like I touched up on mental health. I mean, I feel like the solution to having mental health issues is just being able to find who you can talk to, which I do definitely sympathize with people who cannot find that, because I wasn't able to for the longest time. And if you really cannot find a mental health support, and you really need someone to talk to, and you cannot find that person, always feel free to send me a DM about it, because, you know, if you're comfortable with me, if you've been a long-time supporter, or you just found out about this video or whatever, you can feel free to DM me on Discord. I think that's the only platform I use. I have Instagram, but that's private. I think I'm going to use that privately. I might make a public one eventually. But yeah, feel free to definitely DM me on Discord. I'm always open to talk about, like, mental health stuff. I'm always open to talk about, like, nearly anything with people. So yeah, feel free to, even if you don't have mental health, you can just, like, shoot me a DM on Discord. So sorry, this is the only platform that I really use. I don't use TikTok. I don't really use Instagram for people to DM me. I'm definitely not giving my phone number because I'm not insane. So yeah. I guess also the other thing is, I think that, you know, all of us have, like, you know, flaws, and I think part of maturity is being able to admit your flaws, which I don't know if I fully admitted my flaws in the one I did last year. But in case I didn't enough, I'd just like to say I definitely heavily disagreed with how I acted in 6th grade. Especially because I didn't respect boundaries enough. So if you're a guy and you're really into, or if you're into anyone a lot out there, and they've repeatedly said no and no, please respect no. That is one of the main things I've learned. Is, like, you know, and, like, I had already known this on a level. I mean, I do, like, you know, I knew when I was in 6th grade, like, if someone doesn't want to have sex with you, obviously respect that no. But I guess I didn't realize that on a smaller level of just, like, harassment, which I say smaller, I don't mean to, like, belittle people who are victims of harassment. Obviously, harassment is better than rape, but both are bad, and you should still respect women or men or any gender that they align with, and you should just respect no in, like, I want to say all situations. I'm sure there's an exception or two out there, but just respect people for who they are. Well, that is, like, about it for the notes I had. I don't know how to add on to this. I mean, yeah, I guess just, like, being an accepting. Oh yeah, I guess I can talk about me being more political and just being able to find people that I agree with. And also, I don't know if I've, like, came out yet publicly. I'm queer, okay? Throw that out there. And I wasn't able to I don't know if I wasn't able to accept that, because you see, the thing was, oh, my computer turned off. That's not good. You see, the thing is, I, like, knew myself that I was, you know, okay with people being gay or whatever, or just in the LGBTQIA community in general. And like when I was bullied for being in the, I wasn't even bullied for being in it. I was bullied and called the F slur. But like when I was bullied, I wasn't thinking, no, I hate myself. No, it was more like these people are just like hating on me for like, you know, something that they're just being homophobic or whatever. And obviously I still feel bad about myself because I was being bullied and like beaten in the head repeatedly with like metal pipe and repeatedly being called a slur. But I wasn't like, oh gosh, I like should stop being gay. I wasn't really gay in the first place. I had a predominant, like, you know, predominantly liked girls. So I guess that kind of made me more certain I made me more closed-minded, I guess. So did I just try sneaking in that I was like, bro, I'm sorry. I don't know. I was trying to make a point, but I completely forgot about what point I was trying to make there. Sorry for that. And yeah. You see, the problem was, you know, the people I had, like, been near, or I have been near recently, I guess, when I, like, was awakened by this, I already knew they were going to be accepting, which made me, like, you know, less scared to come out, so I just, like, never came out. This is the time I'm coming out, I guess. I had to throw that in somewhere. Probably not going to mention it again on my channel, because my sexuality is complicated. That's why I say queer. My sexuality is complicated. If I had to pick between straight, gay, and bi, I'd be straight. But that's a different thing. So yeah, I've been able to associate myself with better people than I had before. So it just made me more, I don't even know if it was more accepting, because I was already like really accepting of like differences in sexuality, race, gender, etc. I guess it was more being public allies. Like I like accepted them, but I'm more open about like accepting it, accepting, you know, like differences and that stuff. I don't accept differences if you are like pro-ICE or something, but I so long as you're not like a person who's like heavily MAGA, who, you know, sexualizes children and, you know, is just a really bad person, I'm not going to accept you if you're homophobic. So there's that. I guess I'm not fully accepting, sorry about that, but yeah, I guess I'm just more accepting of marginalized communities more publicly, which I was. It's just I'm more of an advocate, I guess. I'm sorry, I keep saying the same thing over. I want to reiterate, I want to make it clear that I was always accepting of that. I'm just more publicly accepting and more, you know, protesting against that stuff more and calling it out more when I see it. So, yeah, instead of going to a school 99% MAGA, now I'm going to a school 99% liberal. So now that's pretty awesome, I guess. So obviously it's okay if you're, like, you know, not, like, really liberal. But if you're, like, the one person that's not a liberal in the school is, like, ICE supportive, Trump supportive, Charlie Kirk like, you know, not a very good, and I'm not going to say their name, obviously. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm also trying to start a punk band called 10FX. That's, you know, going to be pretty political. I got some, like, lyrics or whatever. I have a guitarist, bassist, vocalist, and I'm going to be the drummer. No pianist. No. So what else have I been doing? I have a 5K I have to run in 3 days, I guess. I'm just like, you know, I'm just like yapping, you know, because I don't update that much on here. Maybe I'll run my talking until this piano performance is over. And then y'all can feel free to rate the album on Album of the Year. Wouldn't that be great? Like, get my ratings up. I'm kidding. I do not care. But they're demos. They're not even albums. They're demos. I mean, yeah, I'm running out of things to say. But I mean, it's nice to be able to just like have a one-person conversation. You know, get this information out, because I've been decreasing the amount of posting because I've been really busy with school. And when I had my break, I was like out of town, so I couldn't post anything. I mean, I've been posting like demos or whatever on YouTube, but like privated, so then I can like use them for something and not forget stuff. I've been working on some pop songs, writing some. You know, now that I have a girlfriend, now I don't have to write depressing songs. Now I can write love songs, so that's great. That's really changed. I actually wrote a song not too long ago, like 4 months ago. That the main idea of it was that like, all I can write is like depressing songs or whatever, and I can't write happy songs or whatever. Corny. This one probably wasn't 4 months ago. Yeah, I'm definitely less corny. Well, complicated. I used to be corny unironically. I'm not certain, actually. I know I sounded like an incel, even though I wasn't an incel. I was like, you know, it's like a spectrum. There's like incel and then feminist or whatever. And I was like, where I was, I would just like, you know, I was a feminist, but I was so, what's the word? Self-deprecating. I was so self-deprecating, it sounded like I was an incel, which wasn't really good and wasn't a good impression when I was talking to someone that had went to my school before I went to that school. Like, I moved to a school and this person was also going to that school, but like me and them were both like moving from the same school to the same school, but they had left the school in 7th grade because of how bad the school was. It's a miracle I didn't switch schools after 6th grade. Absolute miracle. So, yeah, there's that. Wait, is this a 35-minute? Oh, I guess so. Oh, I thought I had less time. Anyways, yeah, so. So there's the end of the video. Audio's bugging out. Sorry, just enjoying the nice piano performance. Yeah, I've been like listening to a lot of music. I think I've listened to like 1,600 albums or whatever since June or July. I don't know which. I think it was July. 1,600 albums since July. So in less than a year. That's like on average like 5 albums a day. Yeah. I almost thought I couldn't do math for a second. That would be bad. I would hope the person in advanced math was... Well, now I'm not in advanced math because now I go to a good school. So, now I'm not in advanced math because, like, the math I'm in would be the advanced math that I was in last year. Except everyone is able to do... Everyone's in advanced math. What am I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying. Oh, anyways, I was trying to say that I'm like pretty corny, but I'm doing it on purpose. Like, if I'm ever like really, really corny, I'm doing it on purpose because I think it's funny. I used to be corny just because that's how I like, you know, adapted, I guess. I don't know what the word was for that. You know what would be really funny is if I listened back to the audio and the audio sounds like absolutely horrible in my voice and I had to re-record the last 25 minutes. I should have like recorded like the first like minute or so and then heard it and then went, oh, this is okay, and then actually started to. That would have probably been better. But no, I'm just like free. I'm improving it because you know, I woke up this morning and I thought it was the 20th. I thought it was the 20th today. And I only realized in the math class, which is my last hour of the day, oh, today's the 21st. So then I was like, I gotta record a video. Today's the funny day. Well, not a funny day. So it's like the funny number, 21. Like, get it? 21. Yeah. Not corny. I'm telling you, I'm not corny. Anyways, yeah, so then I was like, I gotta like, I can't even write a script. I don't have much time. I have homework to do pretty soon. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna do it after the video's done. Maybe I'll do it while the video. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to do my homework. I have a German homework. I'm in German. Yeah, very well. Y'all didn't even know what language I was in. Oh, y'all suck. I should really try posting more. I did a few live streams like, you know, 2-3 weeks ago or whatever. On Twitch, because I can't stream on YouTube because of the new TOS, because may or may not be under the age of 16. Which I could share. Oh, I really like this. This one might be my favorite garage tape right here. It's either that or 9-4. By the way, I say that I use European time. Just because I'm special. I use like European time, so that's why I said 9-4. This one's 9-5 because it was recorded April. No, this one's 5-4. Is that what I said? Yeah. This one was recorded April 5th. My second favorite song, April 9th. So, as you can notice, those are the two most recent dates. So, I'm getting better. Actually, I think I did one. I did one a few days ago. That was really avant-garde. Like, really avant-garde. I forgot which one that was. Or, I don't forget which one that was. It was the most recent one. 416. 16. Yeah. That one was, like, really avant-garde sound collage-y. Which, yeah, I've been getting into a lot of avant-garde stuff. You know, avant-garde jazz with John Coltrane. I just got John Lennon and Yoko Ono's debut album together on vinyl, which, in case you don't know, that's a sound collage album. Really avant-garde. Most people, like, absolutely hate it with burning passion, but I actually like it. I've been listening to... Recently I've been getting back into Secret Diary by Girl Talk, which is more like Wonderphonics and like glitch, really glitchy sound collage. So yeah, I've just been getting into that one. I was in the 0.01% listeners of Taylor Swift in March. Obviously I listen to other artists besides Taylor Swift. I listen to a lot of different artists, in case y'all don't know that I'm really eclectic. The only genre I hate is like bro country. Would you look at that? I went from a video about mental health to just me yapping about the music I listen to. Shows really just how much music has helped my mental health, huh? Yeah, let me reiterate. If you like are struggling, try with all your might to find a resource. I forgot what phone number it was, but I mean, talk to National Hotline. And being suicidal is not attention. Well, I mean, sometimes, like, being suicidal, what you need is... I don't want to say attention because that has, like, a negative connotation. But sometimes you just need to talk to someone when you're suicidal. But that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to need help. And I mean, it is a problem. Don't ignore it. And just don't objectify women, or don't. I guess I didn't objectify her, but I definitely should have treated her with more respect. So, yeah, just like don't be a terrible person. Which, you know, I guess in 6th grade it's more understandable, not fully understanding that. Once you get in 8th grade, though, or even 7th grade, it's a little less understandable, especially when you've like already heard. Which I definitely think that stuff should be taught at like a younger age, or talked about at a younger age more. I mean, maybe that was just the school districts I went to, because they definitely could have like talked about that more and like stepped in more. Wow, the song just went full circle. Just like how I went full circle with my video. Isn't that cool? In case y'all curious what the video is gonna be wrapped up soon. The 26 words I wrote was don't know how to start this off, ketchup, intro before that, though, 2 redacted names, more political, LGBTQIA plus understanding, punk band, better school, mental health issues. I think you could tell I didn't write many notes down. That was just what I thought on the car ride back, because I take like a 30-minute car ride back. So, yeah. I guess that's it. It was 33 minutes, actually. So, thank you for watching. Happy April 21st day. Maybe step outside, y'all. I could have used that more. I could have used more sunlight when I was depressed. So, bye. I love y'all, now go away. Mm-hmm.